Hey everybody, it's Charmel. Welcome back to my channel. So we're just going to get started with installing this deep wave lace front. So here is the wig. The wig is from Mulan Wigs. As usual, all the details on the wigs will be down below, and I also have a coupon code for you guys. So starting off, I'm going to start with some BW2 in 40 volume developer. And I'm going to bleach this hair. In my unboxing video, I told you guys that I didn't know what color I wanted to do, and as I was doing this, I still didn't, but I just gathered a bunch of products that I had laying around to do this. So I'm starting with the bleaching powder, and I'm mainly focusing it on the front. I decided I wanted to go like in the brown blonde tone, so I'm going to start by applying this heavily to the front of the wig. And then in the back of the wig, I just did random streaks and kind of frosted the tips of the hair. And I let this process for about 45 minutes to an hour. And this is how it looks after the first process. So it lifted fairly well, but I'm going to go in and lift it even more. So I'm going to use this Ion Color Brilliance. And this is in the color Icy White, I believe. And I'm going to use 40 volume developer again, and I'm just going to apply it in the same pattern. So applying it or focusing on the front of the head, and then the back just kind of doing random streaks. Again, I just had these products laying around and I didn't want them to go to waste, so yeah, I'm just bleaching the hair just to get it lifted to a decent color. And this is how the hair lifted after the second process, and I was pretty satisfied with that color. So now I'm going to tone it to take some of the brassiness out of the hair. And an easy way to tone hair is by using a boxed blonde color. So this is the Revlon, and I believe this is the Ash Blonde. And I'm just going to apply this all over the head and just basically saturate the wig with this just to tone all of the hair. Now on to the final customization. So this hairline on the wig was actually pretty decent, so I didn't need to do too much plucking, but I am just going to go in and pluck it a little more. But again, the density on this hairline was really good. Now on to styling. So I just have a few braids going straight back, and I'm going to do the stocking cap method. Now I will say that I used some old actual pantyhose stockings, and the color was still off. Like, I have the hardest time finding the perfect cap color for me, but I made it work. So again, this is the stocking cap method, so I'm using just some Got2b, and I prefer the yellow one to adhere my wig. So now I'm just applying it onto my hairline, and then I'm going to take a blow dryer and blow dry that until it's completely dry. And once it's completely dry, I'm going to cut that excess cap off in the front of my head. So here's the wig. I did tint my lace slightly, but I did not bleach my knots. So I went in and just took some makeup and added some powder closer to my skin tone under the bottom of the lace. And now I'm just focusing on making sure it's positioned correctly. And once I feel like it's cool. I'm just going to take some more of that Got To Be and apply that in front of the stocking cap and let that dry until it gets tacky, and then I'm going to secure the wig down. Now we're going to move on to styling. Originally I wanted to do a middle part, but I wasn't feeling the middle part, so I'm going to do a side part. Now the one thing that I do not like about lace front wigs is I feel like the lace does not go back far enough. Like, I wanted my part to be a little deeper than what it was. However, the lace only goes back about 2 to 3 inches. So once I get my part right, now I'm going to work on my edges. I'm taking some setting foam just so I can kind of set my hairline to how I like it. I'm not really crazy about the whole baby hair craze when it comes to lace fronts, so I just kind of like mine's kind of swoop back. I am going to cut it a little bit in the front just so that I can brush it back a little easier. But again, I feel like the hairline is all about personal preference and just like your natural head shape. Some people are able to get away with all the baby hairs, and I feel like others are not. So just be mindful of that when you do install your wig. Just make sure that it complements your natural hairline. And now I'm going to just tweeze my part a little bit just to give it a little more definition. So that's what I'm doing here. And again, like I said, I did not bleach my knots, and my stocking cap was too light, so I'm just gonna go in with some face powder and just kind of define my part a little more. But actually, no, I lied. First, I'm going to trim this hair. So this hair, they said it was 18 inches, but it looked a lot longer than 18 inches, but I'm just trimming it a little bit. And now I'm going on to defining my parting area just so that it looks a little natural. I'm still getting into the whole lace front and frontals. They just require so much work and maintenance, and it's not fun doing this all the time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. But yeah, I think the overall look came out very nicely. Like, I'm getting better at them, but again, they do require a lot of time and a lot of patience. So I'm just going to tie that down just to kind of set my edges, and then I'm going to move on to styling the hair. Again, this is the deep wave, the Brazilian deep wave. So yeah, I actually really like this curl pattern, so I'm just going to spray a little water on it because it did get frizzy as I was styling it. And then I'm going to take a brush and just kind of define my curls a little bit, and then I used a diffuser to set my curls. And the hair was pretty easy to style. It's really long, like I said, and I'm fighting the urge to kind of cut it to more shoulder length hair. But other than that, I think this is a really nice wig. I haven't had any issues with like tangling or anything like that. The hair is still super soft after bleaching it a few times, and yeah, I think the overall look came out really nice. Let me know what you guys think. Definitely check out Mulan Wigs, and again, I do have a coupon code down below if you are interested. And thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.